My girlfriend has concerns I look at other women, but I reassure her I am not and I am happy. Tips? Question mark.
Well, I'm assuming that he's not looking at other women because what it sounds like is he's got a girlfriend who's kind of jealous and kind of insecure. And so what's going on is she needs attention and validation or in order to feel like she's good enough. In other words, she wants to constantly get reassurance that he still cares about her.
Mm-hmm.
And an insecure girl, and this is what's also interesting is insecure girls and girls that are liars and cheaters, they tend to project what's inside. We all do this. All human beings project how we feel about ourselves onto other people. And so somebody that's constantly accusing you of staring at other girls or doing things behind their back or dating other people or possibly running around or being unfaithful, it's often because it's a reflection of how they feel. It's they're projecting their character. Because I've had enough sessions over the years and talked to enough guys that are disloyal and unfaithful, and they really believe that everybody is this way. Given the right circumstances, everybody's going to cheat, everybody's going to lie, and that's just their worldview. And so, because they come from that place, even if they're with somebody who's loyal and faithful, they're always going to think it's bullshit. They're not going to trust that person
Yeah.
because they're not like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're projecting how they are onto the other person. And so somebody is constantly accusing you of doing something when you're a loyal and faithful person. It's, again, this comes down to setting and enforcing healthy boundaries. If, I had this problem when I was married, my ex, and it was definitely looking back on it. It was partly because my wife could tell I wasn't fully present. I wasn't 100% in. I wasn't all in the marriage and wanting to have kids and have a family and do all those things like she was starting to feel she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so she would be very accusatory. We would have friends come over for the weekend and stay with us, and we'd hang out in the pool, we'd grill out, we'd stay up, late night drinking wine, whoever shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Then after they leave, she'd be like, "Oh, you were staring at each other. You were flirting with each other.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to have sex with you." I was like, "These are our friends. It's like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I was like, I love them, but it's like I would never get together with his wife, number one, because she's kind of wacky and out there. But I'm glad my buddy, who's a little goofy, he's really into her.
Yeah.
But and I just finally, it just happened enough times where I was like, look, I'm a loyal and faithful person. I've had opportunities to cheat, but I just won't. I've never cheated on anybody I ever dated,
Right.
just because your word's your bond, and this is how I operate.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to trust me. It's not fair for you because she had other guys that had cheated on her in the past when she was in college. And I just said, this is your issue. You need to deal with it. I don't ever, again, want to be accused that I'm doing something wrong or I'm flirting with somebody or I'm flirting with one of my friends' wives or whatever. It's like, if you got a problem, you need to deal with it. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
And to her credit, she never ever brought it up again.
Hmm.
And she cooled off because she respected me. She respected my authority as a man, and she knew I meant what I said.
Yeah.
And that was enough for her to stop her behavior. But if you do that and the girl continues to behave that way and continues no matter what you do to accuse you of those things, and you're going to say, if you're going to keep doing this, is like, we're not going to stay together.
Right.
I do not want to be in a relationship. I don't want to have a girlfriend or a wife who's constantly accusing me of doing things that I'm not doing because she's insecure about herself.
Yeah. It's
So go
toxic.
to a therapist, go talk to somebody,
Yeah.
work on this issue. I'll support you,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. It's
Right.
unloving and it's unkind, and I don't appreciate you judging me and accusing me of things all the time. It's not loving. This is not how you treat your significant other.
Yeah, if you really care and love the relationship as much as you're claiming to, then you'll do your self work while in the relationship instead of just creating problems, making it worse. Because no one needs to deal with your unhealthy habits, your internal problems, your insecurities, whatever it is. If you have that baggage, then maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship just yet.
Yeah, you got to fix yourself first.
Yeah.
You need to be a complete, happy, whole person who's ready, willing, able, and open to having a relationship.
Yeah.
Not looking to, oh, this person's going to complete me, they're going to save me, they're going to fix me, they're going to
Right.
provide what I'm missing, they're going to fill me up in the inside. Because anybody that looks to other people to make themselves happy
Yeah.
or live their lives according to other people's expectations or how they show up, you're always going to be disappointed because everybody's going to disappoint you.
Right.
People are not going to live up to the unreasonable expectations that you place on them, and vice versa.
Hmm.
And so you have to get to a place where you love and accept yourself and you're content with your life and you're happy with your life the way it is. And it sure would be nice to meet somebody that you really like who has similar goals, similar values, and who also wants to share their life with you.
Yeah. And test the wonders because that's what happened to me as well. Like I was doing my self reflection, going to therapy, going to church, getting closer with my religion. And at one point, I was just like, I think I'm ready. I think I'm healed. So that's when I started dating again. And then I found myself, I'm like, maybe I'm not that ready, because I'm noticing little things that still irk me or I'm still trying to fulfill out of these guys. So I took a break and I was just like, you know what, not ready for dating. Kept doing the work on myself. And then slowly but surely, I started like getting to know guys without looking for it, if that makes sense. Like they were kind of just popping up, coming around. And now I'm just like, okay, now I got the flow of it. I know what I want, what I don't want, what's bothering me, what doesn't bother me anymore, what matters, what doesn't matter. And it's just like a lot of maturing, I feel. And a lot of people don't realize that. I think they're just in relationships just to be in a relationship because that's all they're used to.